Hello guys, welcome back to the Watch Addict channel. Today we're taking a look at another piece from Alexander. Now Alexander Watches, I've reviewed a few of their watches already. I'm pretty impressed for the quality and what you get for the price point so far. Today we are looking at another automatic chronograph, Swiss-made chronograph from the Alexander brand. This is the CREON with the black dial. And yeah, let's get into it, guys. First of all, these watches are Swiss-made, and they are actually manufactured in BL in Switzerland, which is good to know. You know, for this price point, I believe they should be manufactured in Switzerland, as they are, and that's always good. I do like Swiss-made. Not saying that everything made in Japan or China or the Far East is bad. Same thing as Switzerland. There are good factories, bad factories. Same thing as Asia. There are good factories and bad factories. But anyway, let's get into the review, guys. So here we have a very traditional, classic chronograph look, as you can tell. Kind of on the dressy side, I would say. A little bit of, I can see a little breguet styling in the coin-edged sides here, which looks very elegant. Now, starting with some basic dimensions here, we do have a nice 42mm case, so it's not like a huge chronograph. 42 is definitely good. Good in my book. In terms of thickness, we are looking at 14mm. You see that nice coin edge on the side here. I think it looks pretty classy. You might see this on a lot of breguet watches and a couple other brands as well. Very popular in Swiss watchmaking. I think it's a nice little touch. Actually goes all around the case here, as you can see. And they did a pretty good job on that, as if you can see that. It's pretty neat. Now, in terms of the actual watch, it is a chronograph, of course. We are running a Valjoux 7750 inside of this watch. If you guys do not know about the 7750, it's a Swiss movement made by the ETA group. Now, this movement beats at 28,800 vibrations per hour. It has 25 joules. You do get a 40-hour power reserve. And it also does have a 12-hour chronograph, a day and a date function, as you can see right here. And it's a very reliable movement, a very reliable chronograph. It's used widely in the Swiss watchmaking industry. It's pretty much the industry standard for a decent chronograph, and it's a great movement. Nothing bad to say about this movement. Now, in terms of the lug width here, we do have a 22mm opening here on this. I believe this is a alligator embossed strap. It's not a genuine alligator, it's an alligator embossed strap in black. Of course, genuine leather. You can see that embossing right there, which looks, you know, it gives it a nice touch, goes along with the case, especially the black dial. Some black contrast stitching, does state genuine leather. And of course, we do get that embossing of Alexander right there. Now, some other stuff about this watch. In terms of styling, we do have some screws over here, which are real screws, which is pretty cool. Although you do not need these to take the strap off the watch. But it does give it a nice touch and goes along with that nice coin edge on the side here. Polished signed crown here. We have your pushers over here, which are small and flat. They kind of stay out of the way of things, which I've realized. You know, you see them, but they're not like the star of the show. It's pretty much all dial here. It's a very circular case shape. Besides these rather thin lugs, I would say. So you basically get mostly, you're just looking at the dial and all these sub-dials and etc. Now, going to the dial, we do have individually applied shark teeth polished markers, as you can see, and when the light does hit them, they do kind of glitter a little bit since they are polished. And obviously we have your day and date over there, over at the 3 o'clock position. Alexander logo is printed. Some nice texture on the inner part of the dial. I would say below these subdials, you have your 12-hour subdial over here. You do have your 30-minute counter over here, and then you have your running 60 seconds over there. All the subdial hands are polished as well. Nice long hands, as you can see, which are polished. Very nice thin chronograph hand. We do have a tachymeter, as you can see right here, going around the chapter ring, as well as markings right below these applied markers right there. I think it all meshes together very nicely. It fits together. Nothing looks really out of place here. Everything looks pretty in place. Definitely very legible. Now, in terms of the actual movement and function, the date wheel is an English-only date wheel. So if you do speak another language, you must learn to read English in the day of the week. But yeah, you know, I'm going to show you how it winds. It's a very smooth wind. You guys probably know already from some of my other videos. Very smooth winding. Now the first position I'm going to pull out, one position, and we can change Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, and then you go the other way and we can change the date. Very nice solid clicks. Everything does fit in those date windows perfectly. There are no issues there whatsoever. Set it to 2, and that's pretty much it besides the time set, which is your final position, your hacking position, and we can precisely set the time here. Now the time set is pretty nice. I must say there is a lot of resistance, so you can definitely get a really precise time set here. I do like that. Push that back in. Now in terms of the actual chronograph function, like I stated earlier, we do get a 12-hour chronograph, which is a pretty long time. Should have no problems there. Very useful, very functional. And I'm going to start it now. Very nice action, as you can see right there. Stop it, and it'll fly right back. Yep, works perfectly. Everything lines up perfectly. No problems there. Now, in terms of the crystals, this is a hardened Cristerna crystal. It's a little stronger than sapphire, I would say. A little harder to shatter, which is good. You know, especially on a dressy watch. Sometimes you get a little rowdy while you're wearing a suit and a nice dress watch. If you happen to smash it, you should be okay. Cristerna crystal is on the case back as well. Now we do have a smooth, polished bezel here with 2 steps here, as you can see. You know, which gives a little flair to the watch. I think it's necessary. I think it looks good. Don't see any problems there. It is polished on these sides as well, as you can see on these lugs here. Now going to the case back of the watch, we do get an exhibition case back, which is always nice. Case back is screwed down. But this watch is only 5 ATMs water resistance. This is not a sport watch. It's a dressy watch or a casual / dressy watch, I would say. Definitely would go well with a suit, even something like a tuxedo, to be quite honest. It has a lot of class, and you know, if you just look at it, it's very classic with those lugs and the screws, especially the coin edge on the side there. Now we do get a nice view of the movement, which is always nice. On the rotor, they have inscribed Alexander with their logo, which is always nice to see, especially at these price points. You do get your information on the back as well. It does say Swiss made. It states the crystal, the water resistance. We do get Alexander. I believe they inscribed it right there. Yep, there it is, Alexander. Pretty cool. Completely polished. Cristerna crystal. And yeah, you know, it's a very classic, simple chronograph, and definitely very functional and useful. Buckle, let's check that out. We do have Alexander, the logo, inscribed here. Complete polished buckle, 316L stainless steel, as well as the whole case is made of 316L stainless steel. Some other stuff. It does say Swiss made right down there to the left and right of the 6 o'clock position. Very neat, very neatly printed. Yeah, not a bad looking watch. Not a bad looking watch. Definitely going to stand out, I must say. You know, being 14 millimeters is not super thick, but it has some nice wrist presence, I must say. And there is no lume on this watch. It's a dress watch, so not really any lume on this watch. And I want to show you what it looks like on my wrist right now, and I'll be right back, guys. Here is the Alexander CREON on my 6.25-inch wrist. Like I said, it's definitely a bold statement watch. It really, really stands out, in my opinion. You know, the black dial is kind of a little stealthy, in my opinion. At different angles, it kind of gives a little different shades, I would say. But that coin edging, as you can see, is really spectacular. I do like that. Definitely conforms to the wrist. Doesn't ride weird on the wrist. Definitely sits directly on the center of your wrist, which I do like. You know, some watches, the way they're proportioned, they'll sit like this, or they'll sit like this, but this actually sits directly on the center of my wrist, and it's comfortable. The strap, no problem, conforms to the wrist right there, as you can see. Don't really have to break it in. It's definitely flexible straight out of the box. I believe these watches do come with a 2-year warranty, which is always nice. You do get your warranty card in the box, which is always good to have. especially on a 7750. You know, they're very reliable movements, but who knows if something goes wrong, you do have that warranty, and they do stand behind it. So in conclusion, guys, for the price point, let me state the price point. The price point of this model right here, I believe it's actually on sale right now for the holidays. I believe at like $980 or something of that nature. I believe the starting price without the discount was north of $2,000, I would say. You know, these are Swiss-made chronographs with good movements. Pretty much any other watch brand with this movement and this quality and this case build, you're going to pay the same or maybe a little more. I know there are some Swiss brands with 7750s with the same specifications as something like this that do sell for like even $3,000. So I think Alexander is fairly priced. I do think they are fairly priced. I've seen some outrageous prices on the market. What you have to understand is when you're buying a watch that's made in Switzerland with a Valjoux 7750, you're going to pay at least a couple $1,000s if you want a decent watch. That's just the price. That's how the market is. It's always been like that. And you're getting a good quality movement, and if you're getting a good quality build and case and finish, and you know, you can't really ask for more than that. And that's just my honest opinion. And I do like the styling of this watch. I like how it looks. I like the overall aesthetic of the piece. It's a really classy piece, in my honest opinion. I do like it. But anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below of the Alexander CREON. Let me know what you think. I like talking with you guys. Also, hit that subscribe button. Also, hit the little bell icon so you never miss another Watch Addict upload. Please follow me at Watch Addict Channel on Instagram, watchaddictchannel.com. A new blog will go up this week of a new watch that I'm going to be writing a little article on, which is pretty cool. And hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will catch you on the next one. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.